हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू इन माय यूट्यूब चैनल रुद्रा स्टडी सर्कल। मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल रुद्रा स्टडी सर्कल में आप लोगों का स्वागत है। इन दिस वीडियो आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन सॉल्यूशन ऑफ पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन। इन माय प्रीवियस वीडियो आई हैव गिवन हाउ टू फॉर्म पार्शियल डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन by eliminating arbitrary constant and arbitrary function. Link of that video I'll give in the description box. You can go and check it out. Fine. So now we have solution of partial differential equation. So the first we have linear first order PD. Linear first order PD, and this is also called the Lagrange's form of the PD. So the standard form of the PD will be P and P function of x y z small p plus Q function of x y z Q plus equal to R function of x y z. So here capital P, capital Q, capital R is the function of x y z, and this small p you know del z by del x, and this is your del z by del. So this form is called the Lagrange's form. Okay. Now how to solve this equation? So for that working procedure we see. So there are three steps we have. So step 1, what we do? In step 1 we write the auxiliary equation like OD. In the ordinary differential equation we write that auxiliary equation. In the same way for PD also we have auxiliary equation. So your auxiliary equation will be dx by capital P equal to dy by capital Q equal to dz by R. So this is your auxiliary equation, dx by P equal to dy by Q equal to dz by R. So here we have three fractions, we have these three fractions. Okay, now in the step 2 we'll try to solve these ratios. Okay, so step 2, what is step 2? So step 2, solution of this auxiliary equation. Okay, so there are three methods, not method actually, we say there are three ways to solve this one. So first we have grouping method. Okay, what grouping method? Grouping method means we take any two fractions and you solve it. Like this is the first fraction, this is the second, this is third. So if you take suppose 1 to 2, we can have a group. So that is one ratio, we can solve it. Or we can have 2 to 3. If it is working fine, we can have these ratios, these two fractions. Or one can have 1 to 2, we can have 2 to 3, we can have 1 to 3, anything. Any two fraction you can take and solve it. This is called the grouping method. Okay, so we can take any two fraction, make one group and solve it. Okay, second one, in second one we have multiplier method. What is the multiplier method? In the multiplier method we need to multiply, we need to find the some multiplier, so that if you multiply in each ratio some by some multiplier in such a way the denominator should be 0. Multiplier, what we do? We try to find out some multiplier in each ratio in such a way the denominator part will be 0. Okay, so let L, I write here L M N. N is the multiplier of first ratio, M is the multiplier of second ratio, and N is the multiplier of third ratio. Then Lx L dx plus M dy plus N dz equal to, no, divided by Lp plus Mq plus Rn. So this should be 0. If this is 0, then we can solve this L dx plus M dy plus N dz equal to 0. So we can solve it. So multiplier method, what we do? We'll try to find some multiplier in such a way denominator part is 0. Fine. And third one, combination of these two. Sometimes we can apply the grouping, sometimes we can apply the multiplier, whatever possible way, whatever the feasible way to get the solution. Fine. So this was step 2. Step 2 means by using the grouping method or using the multiplier method, or third one by using these two we can form the find the solution. Okay, step 2. Now step 3. Now I have step 3, the last one. The last one is the step 3. So we need to solve the, if you take any two ratio and solve, we get one solution, u x y z equal to c1. In the same way, we can take some other two ratios, two other fractions and find a solution. Then we can have another solution, v x y z equal to c2. So this u and v we are getting by grouping method or multiplier method, or one is grouping method, one is multiplier method, whatever. Okay. So after getting this u and v, we can write the final solution. That will be your one. We can write f of u v equal to 0. This is also one form of solution where f is the arbitrary function, or one can write u is the function of v. This is also fine. Or one can write v equal to function of u, where f, phi and psi are arbitrary function. So there are three ways to write the solution. After getting this u v, we can write f of u v equal to 0, u equal to phi of v, v equal to psi of u. Any way we can write the solution. Any way. Okay. So this was the working procedure of this Lagrange's form of the PG. Now let us try to solve it. Let us take some problems and see how to solve this PG using the grouping method, multiplier method, or we can have one we can get by grouping method and one we can get by the multiplier method, whatever possible way. Let us take problems. Okay. So I have first problem, y square z plus x square z q equal to x y square. Y square z plus z is fine. So this is your given partial differential equation. So capital P equal to y square z, capital Q equal to x square z, and r equal to x y square. Okay. So now let me write the auxiliary equation. So that will be your dx by y square z equal to dy by x square z equal to dz by xy square. Fine. So this is your auxiliary equation. Fine. Now this is the ratio 1, 2, 3. So if I take 1 to 2, it's very simple. You see, if I take 1 to 2, so z will be cancelled and x is cross multiplication. So x square dx minus y square dy equal to 0. Fine. So I am taking fraction 1 and 2. So I am getting dx by y square z equal to dy by x. Z get cancelled. So we get x square dx minus y square dy equal to 0. Now if we integrate, we get x cube by 3 minus y cube by 3 equal to c1, or we can have r x cube minus y cube equal to c1. X cube minus y cube equal to c1. So c1 is the 3c1. Okay. So this is your, let us have u. So u equal to x cube minus y cube. Fine. This is your one solution. What about second solution? Second solution, if you want to have this 2 and 3, so what will happen? So x square, so here we have dy, So see, for dy we need f of y, for dz we need f of z, then only we can integrate, right? But here x is coming. If you take 2 to 3, x is coming in the picture, but we don't have dx. So how to manage this? We can manage, right? So what we can take? We can take 1 to 3. So y square will cancel. So x dx minus z dz. So I am taking 1 to 3 here. You are free to take any fraction, fine, in the any ratios. So 1 to 3 means I will have dx by y square z equal to dz by x y square. Y square square cancel. So this will have x dx minus z dz equal to 0. Which implies we can have x square by 2 y square by 2 equal to c2, and if you multiply by 2, so this we get one new constant, so we can have x square minus y square equal to some new c2, and this is your vxyz. So u equal to x cube minus y cube and v equal to x square minus y square. So the solution we can write f of function of u comma v equal to 0. So u equal to x cube minus y cube comma v equal to x square minus y square equal to 0. So this is the solution. Fine. Now I will take the next problem. I hope you understood. And so here we have done only grouping method, right? So next problem I have xz p plus yz cube equal to xy. Question is xzp plus yz cube equal to xy. So your auxiliary equation will be dx by xz dy by yz dz by xy. Fine. So take 1, 2 and 3. So if you take 1 to 2 ratio, so what will happen? Z will be cancelled and we have dx by x equal to dy by y, which imply log x if you integrate minus log y equal to, I am taking log c1, okay, for our own simplicity. So this we can have log x by y equal to log c1, which imply x by y equal to c1, which imply x equal to c1y. So this is your u. So u equal to x by y. So for the first two fraction I have taken, so I got x by y equal to u. Now if you see this y and second and third ratio, so your y will be cancelled and we get z, we have x. Okay. So what we can do, this x can be written as in term of y, that we have c1y. So x can be replaced by c1y. So this 2 and 3 will be completely function of y and z. Let us see. I am taking 2 and 3. So dy by yz equal to dz by xy. So here y by cancel, and in the place of x we can have c1y. So which imply dy by z dz by, in the place of x I am having c1y. So this will be c1y dy minus z dz equal to 0. Fine. c1y dy minus z dz equal to 0. So this will be your c1 by 2 y square minus z square by 2 equal to C2. Now C2 equal to V, but V should be function of x, y, z, not in the term of C1. So C1 again can be replaced by x by y. Fine. So I am writing here x by y square minus z square equal to 2C2. So we can have a new constant. So xy minus z square equal to C2. This is your V. So I have got u equal to x by y and v equal to xy minus z square. So your solution f of uv. So x by y comma xy minus z square equal to 0. So this is your solution of PD. This is your solution of given PD. Fine. Okay. Now let us take the third problem. I'll take the multiplier. We have not used that multiplier, so I'll take one problem. So there we use the multiplier method. So first we have mz minus myp plus nx minus lz cube equal to ly minus mx. So this is your given PD. Now we need to solve using the fraction method, right? So here, what is auxiliary equation? Dx by mz minus ny equal to dy by nx minus lz. Sorry, my marker is not working. Equal to dz by ly minus mx. So these are three ratios I have taken. Now here you see, for solving dx we need completely function of x, then only we can integrate, right? If you have f of x dx, then we directly can integrate. If it is a function of y and z, means what we do? Here also, if dy means we need complete function of y after simplification. Dz means we need function of z, but if you see d with dx, here z and y are there. How to eliminate? Here dy we have, so x and z is there. Here dz there, so y and x is there. Fine. So what we do? We'll use the multiplier method. What is the multiplier method? You see, here mz we have mz, and what about here? Here we have mx. So if I multiply by x here, I multiply by z here, what will happen? See, so mzx cancel, and I multiply by x here, so nxy we have. So here we can have y. That's all. So this will be cancelled, all will cancel. So if I have x dx plus y dy plus z dz will be, see, mzx minus nyx plus nxy minus lzy plus lyz minus mx. This is cancelled, all will cancel. See. So denominator is 0 here. So now they can integrate. So we get x square plus y square plus z square by 2. So 2 I can take the right hand side. So I can have some constant. 2c1 means again your constant. This is your u, right? This is the first ratio. Second, what we do? Second, if you see, if I multiply by here L, M and N. If I multiply by L here, L dx plus M dy plus N dz. So denominator will be 0. You can check that. M L z. Here we have Lz. Multiply by M here. So this will cancel. N y. So N L y here. N L y. So this will be 0. So if we integrate, so we get L dx plus M dy plus N dz equal to C2 V. So your solution will be f of ub equal to 0, u equal to x square plus y square plus z square, and b equal to lx plus my plus nz equal to 0. So I have given a problem based on the grouping method and multiplier method. In the next video, I'll come up with few more problems based on that same grouping method and multiplier method. And thank you very much for watching my video. Please like, share, and give your comments like what you want. But if you have any doubt, you please write in the comment box. Or next video, what you want, which topic you want in the next video. So please do comments. Thank you.